One of the things I would like to say about MedStar Georgetown Transplant Institute is how amazing the people are here. It's not a job for them, it's their life. And the amount of compassion and empathy and care that you get from the folks here is immeasurable. My name is Arthur LaFleur. My wife's name was Elizabeth May LaFleur. She just had a great sense of humor, such a big heart, and she was so compassionate. And the first time I met her, I knew that we were destined to be together. Beth had polycystic kidney and liver disease. She also was in need of a small bowel transplant. Because of the cysts in her liver being as large as they were, it caused her liver to expand. Her liver was probably about 4 times the size that it is supposed to be. In the meantime, she had started to now have to do dialysis because her kidneys had failed. Everything looks really good on the donor end, and we're actually going to go through with the surgery. So we went down to pre-op, and we had about an hour before the anesthesiologist was going to come in. What I remember most about that is being able to express to her how much I admired her and how strong she was. If I had $1 for every time a doctor or specialist or nurse came into her room and said, wow, we've never seen something like this before. And they would always deal with it. That was the thing that always just blew my mind. They would always deal with it and correct it, and then we moved on. But then something else would go wrong. And it was like that her entire time. So I got to tell her how much I admired her for her ability to get through all of that. So surgery's going great. Got a report from the OR. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking normal. She's doing great. We're in the waiting area, and some time had gone by, and the nurse comes in and explains to me the whole situation. She crashed on the table. Her heart had stopped, and the team was working frantically to revive her. As soon as we have any updates, we'll come back and let you know. Dr. Matsumoto came in, and he has tears in his eyes and tells me that she didn't make it. And my first reaction was to hug him and tell him how grateful I was for everything that he had done for her. And he explained to me that he didn't know why she passed. He's like, I don't understand it. They had put in her new organs, they had reconnected all the vessels, they removed all the clamps, and he said the blood was flowing perfectly, and then she just started to crash. And he said, I don't understand why. My life has not been the same since she passed, nor would I expect it to. In some ways, there was a lot of darkness, but there's also a lot of light that came out of it. The hospital wanted to create a memorial for Beth because she had touched so many people here, and they really took to her, and they really were devastated when she didn't survive. I was all on board with that. And to honor her, they put in this beautiful water feature in the waiting area. Her plaque is right next to it, and I love it. I love it. I'm just so thrilled that she had that much of an impact on the people here that they wanted to somehow memorialize her. I help them navigate that process, the things that they need to do. What do you need to pay attention to when you're going through an evaluation? If you don't have the correct insurance or you need secondary insurance, I'm just going to talk them through it. And so as a transplant recipient, you have to make sure that you learn all you can and be informed so that you can be the best steward of that organ that you're receiving, that you can be. Transplant can make such a huge difference for someone's life. You know, I worked in banking for 30 years and I thought I was helping people. This is helping people. It's not even a comparison. You know, I have to be honest, there still are dark days. You know, when the anniversary of her passing comes up every year, that's a hard day for me. The good news is there are a lot more light days now than there are dark days. And I am forever grateful